Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, I'm so excited today. I'm so happy we're going to do this again because it's been like 2 months. It's been like 2 months we don't do anything. It's been like, I think 2 months I don't post anything because like some of you guys know, we was doing something, we was doing something good, we was doing something great. That's why I was not able to come up and do this stuff. But I'm so glad we came back. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Those who was asking what's going on, why you don't see anything come up again. I'm so excited to see you guys being around and also trying to find out how we're doing and what we're doing. That is a sign of communion. That is a sign of friendship. That's a sign of good relationship. So I'm so excited, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be very, very different in a very good way. So nobody was sick, nobody was in trouble, nothing bad happened to us. It was all good. Okay, it was all good. So I'm going to tell you few of what we was doing, and I'm also going to tell you some of the future plan that we have with you guys. We decided to do this type of stuff because we care for the community. We care for our family and friends. We care for news, information, and all the stuff we consume as a community, because that's part of our everyday life. Most of the decision you make is depend on what you know, right? All the decision you have made since you was kid up to whatever age you have now, it depend on what information do you have. That's the truth. So we decided to do this so we can contribute in those type of information everybody have. We have some information you don't have. You have some information we don't have. So we need to share this type of information. That's all we want to do right here. And I think it's very important to learn from everybody, from each other. So one way, like one very practical way to do that is to set up this type of stuff. So without going too far, I'm going to introduce a little bit of what we was doing and what we want to do in the future. So I think I told you that in the last videos that we're going maybe to move. So we moved out. We moved out from our previous location. That's why it took this long to be able to set up this new studio. So we didn't move from the state, we didn't move from the city, we didn't move from the United States. We're still here. We just purchased a new home. So we are so excited to announce this because we became a family already. We're not hiding anything no more, because you guys became our family. We happen to know each other to the point we talk to even the secret stuff, because we have to teach each other the good stuff that will help us during some difficult moment when you have to make very important decision. You have to learn, you have to get some information. So I will give you some information, okay? So we moved out. We stay in the same city, just a few minutes from where we was, but it's like it's a new area, like better area, like it's pretty much same city but different. It's a better space, a better location where there's good schools, good neighborhood, good houses, all those kind of stuff. So we purchased our first home. So I'm also going to tell you a little bit of those process because I know some of you, especially those who are in the US, I know you need this type of information. For those who have not yet decided to buy a house, you need this information. And for those who also live in your home already, you might need them because there is always new information that comes up that may help you out. So we are in a new house right now. It's a brand new house. Not a brand new like brand new, but it is a house that's been around just for a few years. So it's not easy. It's not easy, but we got it. We got it. So my first focus when I was looking for a house, like everybody have a focus. You have to have a focus when you're looking for a house. You have to sit down with your family, with your wife, with your whoever will be with you in this journey. Sit down and decided to know what are you looking for. What are you looking for? How big is what I'm looking for? Which location that I'm looking for? Which school district that I'm looking for? It doesn't matter if you have a kid or not. You have to know this type of information, what this school district that I'm looking for. You have to go there and see how good is your school district. It doesn't matter because that help a lot to determine the future of the location, how the price will go up or down in the future. So you have to know those kind of stuff. So we had this, we had to do all this stuff, which took us a long time to find a house first, find a location, find an agent, a real estate agent that knows the location. So I already started to tell you those good stuff you need to know. I already started, and I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you this. So you find your location, you find your agent, then you sit down and talk about what you're looking for. So my first focus, not the first one of course, but my very important focus was also to have an extra space for my studio. This one, this is a very good space, okay? It is a very good neighborhood, very nice house, but it is also a very nice space depending on what I was looking for. So I have a very big space where I set up this new studio. So I can now host few people. I can now get more than one people to come in and have a conversation, which was my plan, because it is very important to be able to have a discussion, to be able to have a dialogue with people that has different ideas, people that understand stuff different than what you understand, because that helps to get different views on different subjects. So I have this set up right now. This is mic 1. That's mic 2. So if you know anyone, if you are yourself somebody who feel like you have something to share, you are welcome. You are welcome. That's your space. If you are a pastor, you have a reason why you believe what you believe, and you feel like you want to share what you believe, you are welcome. I have those too. I have those belief, and I can share too what I believe. So you are welcome. That's your space. Let's say you are like a sports guy. You're doing sports and you want to share what you're doing to the people. You are welcome. Let's say you are maybe you are a family-driven person. You need to tell people what you know, what you think, what's going on in your community. You are welcome. And if you want to know the reason why, one of the reasons that I started this was that I really care much for our community. I care much for what our kids are learning in school. I care much for what we learn from the community where we live in. I care much for the politics. Don't be surprised. You should. Why? Because you cannot just sit down and complain. I decided to not just sit down and complain. I used to. Complain on phone, complain on text message, complain everywhere at work, whatever. I decided not to. So, I will complain right here. Right here on this mic, that's where I'm going to complain. If I know anything that's not going well, this is the way I'm going to do this. If you know something that's not going well, that's your mic. Come on, talk about it. Tell people what you think, why you think about it, the way you think about it. So, do not sit down and complain. Find a way how you can get to some solution. That's what I decided to do. So, you are welcome. You are welcome. We can learn from each other. We can teach who need to know for different stuff. Are you doing real estate? People need to know. You are welcome. Teach people how to find a good house, how to buy a house, what they need to do. Do you have experience in buying a house? Probably you already have your own house, but you know a lot of people, especially as immigrants, we're struggling to do a lot of stuff in this country. You already buy your own house and you want people to know the process and how you do that. You are welcome. That's your space. So there's a lot of stuff we can do, and there's a lot of stuff we're gonna do. I already start to make contact with some people who can come up and tell you guys some stuff that would be happy to know. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. So now we came back up and we are rolling. Okay, we are moving. So please stay. Those who left already, please come back. We are come up with full speed. We come up with full energy. We come up with good stuff, and we're going to have fun. Just so you know, I'm going to tell you a few stuff also in the future about a credit card. You already heard about credit card, credit score, what credit you needed to buy a house. People will tell you that you need 700 plus. That's all bullshit. People will tell you need to have a background working experience, 3, 4, 5 years. That's all bullshit. All you need to know is you have to start. Start getting into the system. Get your agent. If you have a very good agent who has experience, he will walk you through all those stuff and you will make it. I'm telling you. You have 580 score, you can get a house. You have just 1 year working experience to your job, you can buy a house. All you need to know is this: working experience and credit score, they complete each other. It's not like you have a credit score and then you have a house. It's not like you have a down payment, then you have a house. They work together. And number one, you need to have a real estate agent that understand this stuff. You need to have a real estate agent that have experience in your location with the banks that you're going to apply the loan from, right? My real estate agent was doing this for 15 years. He understands what we're going through as immigrants. That's very important. If you are an immigrant, then you need to buy a house. Get a guy who understands what you're going through as immigrants. So he will be able to explain to your bank. He will be able to show you the stuff that match you as immigrant. He will sit down, understand, sit with you, talk, because he understands what you're going through, what you are capable of, or what you are not capable of. Okay? Make sure you get an agent that understands that. Number two, you don't have to stay with that agent anyway. And also, the specialists will tell you that do not stuck with your agent. get 1 or 2 agents, okay? But if you are an immigrant, I'm telling you, make sure you get a guy who understands some of the stuff we're going through, okay? Because we are different. We are different. We have background different. We have different social issues. So you better have somebody who will understand, who will be patient with you, who will go slow with you if you are slow, who will go faster with you if you are fast, who will go where you're going, because he is your client. You are his client through the bank, but he's not your client. He works for you at that point. He's working for you, so you gotta get somebody who understands that and who is willing to do that. Because believe it or not, we have seen some people, we have seen those agents that will tell you what you do, but who are now willing to hear what you want and what you want to do. So it's not going to work that way. Okay, so that's gone, right? So also you have to know what is your status. Are you married? If you are married, you're going to get kids tomorrow. You have to understand that. So you can focus on school district. If you are not going to get married, you are not going to have kids soon, maybe you can go, you have few options, but you also have to know how long am I going to stay in this house. Then they have to do then with your down payment, with your score, with the interest rate. You have to know how long you're going to be there, because interest rates go up and down. So you need to know how long you want to be in that location, in that house, before you buy it, because it will help you to decide if you can buy it with the interest rate or if you can't. Because all those interest rates you hear that people talking about, it may work in your favor, but it may not going to work in somebody else's favor, depending on what I just said. How long you're going to be there, and what's your main, what's your reason to buy a house? Are you buying a house because you are in business, you're looking for appreciation, or are you buying a house because you need a place to live? So that's different. Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you. Do not buy a house because just because you need a place to live where you live. You better see it as an investment. That way you will make a good decision, and you will make good deals because you will see it as an investment. That's what I can say. So again, when you get a good agent, you will also get a chance to get information that you usually don't get from anybody. Did you hear about Sarah credit? Do you have enough down payment? No. Then you're not gonna buy? That's all bullshit. You can still buy house even if you don't have that enough down payment. I'm gonna tell you this. That is what they call Sarah credit. What is Sarah credit? Give me a second. Sarah credit. You are right here, right? The seller credit is money that the seller gives the buyer at closing as an incentive to purchase a property, right? So you don't have to have enough down payment. You have to have a good agent. You have to have a good agent who understands this stuff, who knows how he's going to negotiate for you this type of stuff. That's very important. I didn't know this before I get into this with him. I thought I'm going to get all that down payment. That's all just to scare you. When you buy a house, the seller, the people who's going to sell to you, he's going to give you some money, what they call seller credit, but you have to negotiate that. So you're not going to be able to negotiate that before you get an agent who understands it and who will do it for you, because it's not you to do that, but it's him to do that. Okay? That's what you need to understand. Okay, yes, you can negotiate seller credit with a sale, and it's common to do so. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. It is common to do so. You can negotiate your seller credit, okay? Okay, look at here, right here. Seller credits are negotiable terms of a sale that can help offset closing costs. So it's gonna be big. When you start, you don't have all those numbers, right? So the more you go into it, the more the numbers go too big. So you have to negotiate your seller credit because you don't know exactly what numbers you're gonna end up with. So you have to negotiate that seller credit. That's what I was looking for. Negotiate that seller credit. I think that seller credit have to be, I think, now more than 3%, but it's negotiable. Why? Because the guy who's going to sell the house to you, he need to close that deal. So he will be able to negotiate because he need to sell that deal, right? So, however, the seller is not legally obligated to provide any credit or make a repair. So he doesn't have to. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to give you that credit, that money. But you are also you also need to negotiate that. So if you have a good real estate agent, he will be able to negotiate that to you. So you're not gonna you're not gonna struggle with this stuff. But just if you buy a house that is like up to 250, 300, you can get up to 10,000 seller credit. That's a whole down payment. You can get 10,000 from your seller person. They call it a seller credit. That's a whole down payment. So if you have your score, do not worry about down payment. You can negotiate that. You can get that from anywhere. Okay. So those are some of the tips you need to know, because most people don't know that. As you know, from what we understand in politics with Kamala Harris, he's talking about 25,000 that was going to be given to the people who will buy a house at first time. Do you think that's going to work? We don't know. But guess what? If those 25,000 are going to be dropped in the community, these prices are going to be very, very high. There's going to go up like crazy. But don't worry about it. Do not wait for that 25,000, because you're not going to get 25,000 or that down 25,000 anyway. You get what you need, even if that's going to happen anyway. We don't know. So I would encourage you to start. If you want to buy, don't not think about what is our interest rate, what is the down payment, what they're looking at. Get an agent first. Agent will be able to walk you through all the stuff and will make it. And I'm saying this from my experience. I'm saying this from our family experience. And if you want to know, this is all over the world. If you know you're going to get a loan from a bank, that's what you're going to do from all over the world. It's not different. It's not different. One more thing that I'm going to tell you is this one. Don't go to the bank just to, don't just go to the bank because you need to see your interest rate. What is the interest rate, or how much the bank is going to give you? No, don't do this. Just go because you need to know. No, go after you already know your location and what house you're looking for. I've got this from my agents. This is what it is. If you go to the bank because you're looking for down payment, how down payment you're gonna need. If you go to the bank because you're looking for interest rate information, if you go to the bank because you need to know how much the bank will give you, look, the bank is not going to work hard for you. The bank have already other clients that they are working with. They're not going to put a lot of time into your request. This is what we're going to do. Go get a house. Get your agent, find your location, go get a house. Go decide what house you want and get to the location and the address. Take that address, go to the bank, tell the bank, hey, I need this house. I need this house. Okay, there's gonna then start to ask you those stuff. What's your credit score? Where you work? How much you make? Oh, no. Are you married? This and that. But because the bank already know what you're looking for, what is the location, then they are going to get the information they get from you, your credit score, where you work, how much you make, how much you made the last year, other stuff. Then they will bring it and compare to the house you're looking for. So it's easy for the bank to do those numbers and tell you, hey, we can do this. And instead of coming to the bank and say, hey, can you run my credit and tell me how much you can give me? Oh, they will look at you and say, hey, no, we cannot work with you. We can only give you 150. Because they have not much to work on. So I've seen it, and it's the very easy way to get your bank to work with you in a very, very easy way. So that was just a few information about how I got here, what I was doing in these 2 months. But there's more on this stuff. I will get my agent here sometime. Like I said, I will get my agent here. That's the mic too. He's going to be able to tell you a lot of stuff on this stuff. Also, if you need help to buy a house, he will be able to help you. If you need it, let me know. I can give you his contact, and he will be able to give you more information. It doesn't matter if you are in the U.S. or no, if you are in this state or you are in other state, he can give you this information because it's pretty much the same in the United States. If you are outside this country, you may need some information because all banks work the same way. You may need this information, but if you are in the U.S., Canada, that's where he will be able to help you out, I think. But if you have any question, just ask Ask me. I'll be able to find out for you, or ask any agent that you may be able to ask. Do not just do stuff before you get more information. You need information to do whatever you need to do. So that was it, guys. That was it. So we got a good stuff. We got a good stuff now. We can do a lot of stuff. We will be able to talk about politics. Like I said, I hate politics, but we don't have a choice. We have to talk about politics. What's going on in Ukraine? You know what I'm saying? You all know what's going on in Gaza. Who knows? Who doesn't know what's going? Who doesn't know it? Who haven't heard about what's going on in Gaza? There's a lot of stuff going on in that part of the world. A lot of stuff going on there. A lot of stuff going on, guys. These videos are all horrible. These are all destruction. These are all destruction. The community are like, look, that's what's going on. So believe or not, there's stuff to talk about. There's stuff to share. There's stuff to talk about. Because if you guys feeling good where you are, other people are suffering at this time. If you guys feel good, if you guys have a good job, you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you go home, you go to McDonald's, you go to, wherever you're going, you have a lot of fun. Other people to the other side of the world are suffering. So, yeah, do not just sit down and have fun. Try to do this stuff. Try to open up some Telegram, open up a Facebook account, open up a YouTube account. Do stuff. Help people to understand some stuff. Help people to know what's going on. Are you a Christian? You pray. You like to pray, but you don't know what you pray for. You like to pray, but you don't have enough information. If you pray, you need to know what you pray for. You know what I'm saying? You need to understand what's going on. Some people will be on Israel's side. Some people will be on Gaza's side. But how you pray if you don't have information? You have to have information. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in Ukraine? It's pretty much same. It's catastrophic. So you guys need to take a look on this stuff when you pray. So are you also somebody who care for other community? Come here, we'll be able to talk about some stuff. So in other words, guys, that's what I was going to share. That's what I'm going to share with you today. But if you want to know more, you can contact me, you can text me, you can put in a comment, you can do whatever you know. If you know somebody who is willing to do stuff like this, let me know. Do you want to talk about crypto? We can talk about crypto. I don't know where Bitcoin is at today, but we can find out. We can find out. Let me see how much Bitcoin is today. Okay, how much Bitcoin? Okay, look there. Bitcoin is at 68,474 cents today. Most of you guys may not interested in this type of stuff. You may not interested in this type of stuff, but it is interested. It's interesting. You need to start taking a look on this stuff. You may not like this stuff, but you need to start take a look on this stuff, because this is where the world finance is heading to. This is where the world finance is going. If you don't have any coin, it's not a big deal. I don't have that many too. But you need information. You need information. Preachers, people who preach a big community, you need to start to teach people about this stuff. This is not evil. This is not evil. This is good stuff. Everyone should start to learn about this stuff, because if you don't start to learn about this stuff right now, you will come to learn about this stuff when it's already late. So if I was a pastor, if I was somebody who have a big community, I would be teaching this stuff, because people need to know this stuff. People need to understand how it works. People need to start to invest into this stuff. Believe it or not. Look at this. Bitcoin price history, 2019 to 2024. If you find out this information, you will be surprised. I'm telling you, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. Look there. It's sometimes easy to forget that Bitcoin is just a teenager launched in 2008. That means it just started. It just started. By the enigmatic Satoshi Nakamoto, the guy who creates the first Bitcoin. Since then, Bitcoin has been a meteoric rise, increasing from fractions of a penny to an all-time high of 73,750. 73,000. One piece, one penny, one piece. From 1 penny to 73,000. That's loud. That's loud. With a market capitalization reaching 1.44 trillion on March. Oh my goodness. March 14, 2024, Bitcoin reached 1.44 trillion. I like to tell you, I like to explain to you what's a trillion. When people are talking about trillion, you don't understand what it is. It's mad. It's a lot of money that people don't even understand. You can't understand what is a trillion. A trillion is, for example, if you are born, no, if you start to work when Jesus was born, 2,000 years ago, and he was making 1 million every day up to now, that's 1 trillion. It's a lot. It's a lot, a lot, a lot. So it's good to know. It's good to know if you want to know, if you want to learn how Bitcoin works, you can create an account. You can go to Coinbase. You can go to all those brokerage that will give you a chance to start to run and to trade. You can buy, you can trade, you can do other stuff. So on this channel, we will be able to talk about this too. We have not really get a chance to go into this like very deep, but we're going to start to talk about this stuff very, 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 very in a very interesting way. We're going to go into the details. So that's all, guys, for now. That's all for now. Like I said, we've been out for some days, but we came back up. We came back up, and these are the stuff we're going to talk about. Okay, so if you still around, I appreciate. If you are somebody who come and go, I would love you to stay. If you are somebody who also willing to work with us, you are welcome. This is ADtopcaste t-shirt, guys. So it's pretty good. If you want to buy one, I can give you. You can buy one. We already sent some of these in Burundi. Some people already have this t-shirt. I would love to see you guys buy a few more. You know, we're going to do a lot of stuff. I also appreciate some of the guys who been with us at the Topcast in Burundi. They did a very interesting stuff that I love to hear, and I was so surprised. They didn't tell me this, but they went together. They got together and went to see one of our ADtopcaste followers. He lost his mom. They put mine together. They went to see him. I was shocked to hear that in a positive way. And next time when you do this type of stuff, let me know. Let me know, guys, so I can join. So I can join the team, so we can maybe do big stuff. So I love you guys. You are my people. And I'm so interested to do more stuff with you. If you have a plan, wherever you are, you have a plan, you want to do stuff, other stuff, like charity stuff, let me know. Let me know so I can join. And for those who are willing to bring this on another stage, also let me know. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. And I will see you next week. I will try to post every week from now. Sometime I will be with somebody on mic too. I will host somebody so we can go deep into some different stuff. And sometime it will be myself. So every week, please come back, turn on, and we will have fun. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and it's going to be fun. Thank you.